For Justin. Awesome. Fantastic, yeah. Let's get another round of applause for the people who brought those cookies, too. Those cookies are awesome. Is it you? Did you bring them? I like these cookies. Shit. What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's good, you know. I saw the news before I came, and I saw the government was still shut down, right? It's pretty scary stuff, man. I mean, it's not as scary as, like, R. Kelly with a full bladder, but, you know, it's still pretty scary nonetheless. Gotta start the show off right, you know? But, So, yeah, I did get a new job, like, last month, and they hired a new kid, and his name was Indiana Jones. And it was probably the best day of my life when I found out that they were hiring Indiana Jones to work with us. And this was, like, the second day I was working with him. He's, like, cutting onions or something in the kitchen, and he's like, "You want to bet if I can touch the ceiling right now?" And, like, there was me and this other kid in the kitchen. We're like, "What the hell are you talking about?" He's like, "I bet I could touch the ceiling right now." And we're like, "Dude, no fucking way." And so he takes his phone out of his pocket and puts it on the counter for no reason. And then he just starts jumping. Like, he's like 4'3". Like, he's like a short person. And he's jumping, trying to touch the ceiling. And I'm like laughing my ass off watching him. And he doesn't do it like 1 or 2 times. It's like 11, 12. He's like jumping up and down. And he finally stops and he's like, "Oh shit, I'm seeing stars." Like, his little brain was smashing around in his skull too much. This kid's insane. And then I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" There's a camera, like, up in the corner, you know, like a little security camera. I'm like, "Dude, they can see you right now. Like, you know that, right?" And he's like, "Oh, dude, those things aren't even on." It's like, "Who the fuck are you? You've been working here for 1 week and you know who runs the security footage?" So, anyways, I'm friends with a guy who lives upstairs in the building and he knows where the security footage is. So he goes back there with his phone and, like, films him in, like fast motion, like, jumping in the kitchen. Looking insane. But it was like, because, like, I'm at work, right? So obviously I'm high as shit. And I'm like, I had to think to myself, am I really watching Indiana Jones try to touch the ceiling at work right now? Like, this is the best job I've ever had. It was pretty crazy. He came up to me one time and he, like, the third conversation I've ever had with him, he comes up to me and he's like, "Who'd you vote for?" Like, dude, you don't start a conversation that way. You know how rude that is to just ask who you voted for? Because, like, I just hate when people ask me that question because I feel like I'm at the dentist's office and they've been asking me if I've been flossing, you know? It's like everybody says yes, but really how many people are doing it, you know? It's like, because voting is just like flossing. Like, it's probably the right thing to do, but I'm a lazy piece of shit. I'm not gonna go out and I don't do either of those. That's, you know what I'm saying? And who are these people that vote and floss, right? Like, what are you trying to prove, you know? These people probably read books for fun, you know? Tuck in their shirts and pay their taxes. It's ridiculous. You can't trust those people. They'd be like, "Oh, what happened to you and Tommy?" You're like, "I don't know, dude. I went over to his house one day. He was just sitting there reading." It's like, wouldn't have been so bad, but he was like curled up on the couch, you know, and he had a book in one hand and hot cocoa in the other, you know. Couldn't trust him after that. It's pretty bad. Oh, man. Are there any big porn fans in here? Huh? Anybody like porn? Yeah, you guys do? Porn is fantastic. I don't know why people feel ashamed about it, you know? Like, I love porn. My favorite part about porn is the diversity, right? Isn't that the best part? Right? So inclusive. There's no segregation in porn, you know? There's never been a guy like, "No black dudes," you know? That's never happened before. You see all races accounted for in porn, you know? Like, I see races I've never even know existed beforehand, you know? It's like when Baskin Robbins comes out with a new flavor, you're like, "Oh shit, I need to try that one out," you know? I saw this one video and it was like half Japanese, half Italian girl, fits whole fist in her ass. Oh my god, right? Yeah. I was like, where did they find a half Italian, half Japanese girl, right? I didn't even care she had a fist in her ass. I was like, what the hell is this, you know? Yeah, half Japanese, half Italian. It's like, she must hate hearing about World War II, right? Right? I mean, all of her grandparents were on the losing side. She must never want to hear about that shit. No winners in her family tree. I mean, it's probably why she's doing porn now. I mean, I don't know. It's just a guess. It's just a guess. I don't know her. I don't know her story. It's pretty bad. But, yeah, I just turned 22, and I'm still pretty immature, I would say, you know? It's pretty bad, you know? Every time I drive by Dick's Sporting Goods, I giggle, because it's like, you know. Yeah, they know what they're doing, right? These giants, their signs are huge, just bold letters. It just says Dick's. And then right underneath it says Sporting Goods, you know? It's like, dude, it's a sporting goods store, right? Like, people go there to buy balls. What are these giant dicks distracting everybody for? You know what I'm saying? It's like if you go to get your hair cut at like Titty's Barbershop. It's like, I see what you're doing. Could be a little bit more subtle, but it's all right. You know, I don't know. I just feel like it's bad marketing, right? Because like you'll hear some lady on post, she'll be like, "Oh my God, I love Target. I just can't get enough of Target," right? You'll never hear some dude walking around town just love dicks. Cannot get enough of dicks, you know? Have you seen the balls they have in there? You know, it's ridiculous. Those signs are huge. It's fucking horrible. Yeah, it's a new year though. I got a New Year's resolution. Anybody still have theirs? Anybody at all? You do? What was your New Year's resolution?
Are you gonna put me on the spotlight?
You right now. What is it? You think I got anything better?
Extra.
Okay.
These are real.
That's a good enough.
To be more extra and to go out and adventure more.
Ooh, adventures? This is a good adventure right here.
Goals in mind.
That's good. Mine are horrible, okay? The only goal I wrote down was to stop eating Taco Bell. That's the only thing that I put down, you know? Because Taco Bell's horrible. We've all had that Taco Bell diarrhea before, right? Everybody in here, you know? Feels like your colon's having like a going out of business sale. You know what I'm talking about? Everything must go. Just get it out of here. That's what they're doing, you know? Because that Taco Bell diarrhea is the worst, because it's like so time consuming, you know what I mean? Like, you're just there for like 45 minutes. You're like, dude, I got stuff I gotta do. I can't, you know? Like, have you ever taken a shit that was so long that when you were done, you had to check your bank account just to see how much interest you accumulated over that amount of time, you know? Pull out your phone, you're like, oh, 89 cents. I can go get another beanie, cheese, and rice burrito with this, you know? It's fucking awesome, but yeah. My name's Sean, and that's all I got for you guys.